Well, okay, what do you want to do for an intro? Helpless Small Town Fools proudly presents the car. Let's go for a jaunty saunter. But then there's ones that have like double kicks and they look like big skateboards. And I'm like, yes, this is perfect. I think like I've got this great idea of like a rack of longboards. Do you have different longboards? And I'm like, this is never gonna happen, but I so want to.
That would be sweet.
Or have like a machine that is like that basically like stores all of your different wheels.
That would be sweet.
And then have like a big bearing tank that is like filled with solvent, so they're always clean. And then you just like pull them out and like take them off. Or and like having all your trucks just lined up, and then all your boards are like dismantled. Thousands of dollars.
I just want to be that cool hippie type of guy in like my 20s that like drives around in his hatchback or his van with a longboard in the back and just like longboards and does some crazy stuff. A 67 Volkswagen van is like what I've been looking for, and I want to fix it up like a hot rod.
But where are you going to like sleep at night?
In the back. Well, yeah, like you can just like park on the side of a well-protected street, like with the neighborhood watch signs on them, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is a safe place, unless the neighborhood is like. No,
the neighborhood is watching you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're the freak. You're parked on their property, like on their side. And I think you're not supposed to like park in like a parking lot like this.
Walmart, you can park in the Walmart parking lot.
You can overnight.
Yeah, that's right. There, like I probably didn't even know I was back there. Sorry, dude.
So let's say, I mean, even your car right now, if you actually really had to, and you had to go, and spend like a year working, and you didn't want to pay rent, you could just do that.
Yeah, I could sleep in here. It's perfect.
Of course, it would suck, but
I could just like take out the passenger seat and put like a mini fridge in there.
Sure.
That would be set. Put like a TV, like I would get like a console thing and put a TV right there. Oh, these are really warm. Oh, they're like searing my face. That hurts.
Good.
Reese's. It was last summer.
Went to England.
Yep, last summer I went to England. It was me, Jake, and a whole bunch of other people. The host's daughter that we stayed with there, she was like, because they were all from America. So her name was Maddie. So we're talking about cars, Lamborghinis and Bugattis and like this friggin' like Ferraris and stuff. We'd already seen some cool cars, but we hadn't seen like the really cool cars. So we decide the last day that we're there, we want to go on a walk to go look at cars. Now granted, we are 3 teenagers and like 2 days in our life, and then there's Maddie who's lived there for like a couple months, and so we're like, yeah, let's go on a walk and try to like find the cool cars. And so we do that, and it's the last day we're there, and we're supposed to be packing up to like go back to America, and we would only be gone for like 15 minutes. Like we go out and we start walking, and Maddie's like, okay, it's just like around the corner and we'll be like right there, and then we can go back. And so I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. And so me, Jake, and Maddie are walking, talking, like having a good old time, and we're trusting Maddie that she knows where all these cool cars are. We're going, and we're not seeing like any cool cars. Like we're nothing cooler than we'd already seen. Like we saw some Mini Coopers and maybe a Ferrari, and it was like, okay, where are all these like Lamborghinis like you were talking about? And she's like, oh, it's just over here. So we finally give up after like 15 minutes of looking, because that's how long we said we would be gone, and by the time we got back it would be later than that. We got lost. And she's the most certified, I guess you could say, to find her own house. And so we're going, and Jake and I are like, okay, which way do we go? She's like, oh, we go this way. So finally, after like a half an hour of trying to find where we're going, we finally stopped to ask this like French couple where we're at. Like, go up that hill, like that street uphill, and you'll be right there. So we go up, and we are nowhere close to where we wanted or needed to be. And by this time we've been gone for about 45, like almost an hour. So we're out and about, and it's like an hour and a half later, and we come to this fountain, and I remember that fountain, and so I see it, and I'm like, okay, so we take a right, and Maddie's like, no, we go straight. I'm like, okay, fine, we'll trust you. So we go straight. We finally find the hotel that's like 2 blocks from our house, and we're like, okay, finally, we're like not lost. And so pretty much that entire time, we're 3 teenagers in the middle of one of the biggest cities in the world, like a very populated city, and we're lost, and it's like 9:30 at night. Incredible.
I once thought I was lost in Tanzania.
Oh, well, that would have been worse because nobody speaks your language, at least here. Like,
What, right? I was in a shop off the main street, and you know, when you're like looking around, and then you turn around and you can't find anyone.
yeah,
Like you're like, how?
And you're
How
like-
is this possible? I
like-
literally just turned around.
it's like when you lose your mom in like a Target, and you're like freaking out. You're like, you don't know what to do. You're like, Mom, I need you, and she finally finds.
Mom, I thought I lost you.
I think that's gonna be us when we get older. You're gonna be the redhead lady, obviously, and I'm gonna be the old dude on my flip phone.
Sure.
That's a cool car. Is that a Porsche? Yes, that is. There's a deer. Hello, deer. Looks like I'll be going straight. Up a hill.
88 miles per hour.
You want to go down this hill?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you have to pay for parking. Oh, we could walk up.
We should just go into your house.
Oh, that could work. Just park at my house. It's
Yeah.
like literally a block away. It will be visible within like seconds. Say that again.
What?
Say that again.
I know, it's gonna be inappropriate.
Who cares? I'll edit it out.